Hey, welcome back again. This video is not going to be as much about aviation or flight training or flight simming as much, but I realized I've been making videos for like 4 or 5 months, almost 5 months now, and I really haven't taken a minute to sit down and talk about myself. Normally because I don't want to talk about myself. You guys are here because you guys want to learn more about flight simming. It's about you. It's not about me. So I don't make a point to sit around talking about myself and all my great accomplishments, which, to be honest, I really don't have that many. So it's more about you guys. But for those of you who do want to know a little bit more, want to connect a little bit more and figure out who I am, why am I here teaching you guys how to flight sim and giving you guys fake advice on flying. By the way, I am not a CFI. If you guys are taking my advice on flying, probably best to go fact check anything that I say. Go down to your flight instructor and say, hey, is what this idiot on YouTube telling me at all true? Just make sure of that before going out and flying, especially if it has something to do with FARs, regulations, or how-to videos where I'm like, hey, look at how you do this on a Garmin 430 or something, right? Go check that stuff out. Make sure. I do try to give you guys the best info that I can, but I'm just out having fun trying to show you guys some cool things at the end of the day. So a little bit of backstory. I came from 20 years in the Army is pretty much where I came from. I've always been into flying. My grandfather was a pilot. My dad was a pilot. Both of them have since passed away. So I'm the currently the remaining of the generations that are pilots. And that bug hits, it doesn't go away. I've had my ups and downs. It doesn't go away, though. I'll always look to the sky, and I'll always wish that I had an airplane, wish that I had an air park living situation where I'm on an airfield and flying around. So I am looking at building an airplane at some point. This channel may or may not transition into a flight building vlog-ish style place for you guys to hang out. I might do that. I'll probably still do that, but it might end up on a separate channel. Let me guys know what you think about that. So there's that. The 20 years in the Army, I came in young, early. Like, I was in the Army early enough to end up in Iraq in 2004. And really almost close to the initial invasion in Iraq, but not quite. And then also after I got done there, I was like, you know what? I'm never going to do this crap again unless I'm flying, because I saw that the helicopter, people on the ground were getting blown up. It was a bad year. And I was like, this place is not great. So I said, if I ever come back, I'll be up there instead of down here on the ground. So that started my journey of professional aviation, because at the time I was already flying. I was a private pilot, and I knew that I was going to come back, take the money that I had made, and go fly, do my instrument training and all that good stuff. So that I did while I was doing my instrument training. I was getting ready for flight school in the Army, and they picked me up. I flew, so I ended up being a pilot, flew helicopters for the last half of my Army career, and I did my 20 and got out, partly because I wanted to, partly because my back said it's time for you to not be flying professionally for the Army anymore, and you need to get out of this. And another part of me was just like, I'm just done. Flying for the Army was great. It was a good chance. It was a very good growing up opportunity for me. But talk about a way to strip the fun out of flying, man. The Army knows how to do it. So, so I kind of wanted to do things on my own terms. My background is marketing, and video, and just kind of doing that stuff as well. So I really wanted to focus on that, fly for fun, and just kind of look in the rear view at the Army thing and just go, you know what, that was a good experience for 20 years. It really helped me grow up. So as far as where that got me today, I guess it's here, right here, sitting in front of my computer, making YouTube videos, hanging out with you guys, and really thinking about what I want to do with my future, which is more flight simming, more flying. Building an RV-10 is on my list of things to do, and hopefully doing that with you guys. So I do want to help as many people as I can with the flight simming, helping people get started in their flight simming journey. It's very important to me that as more people are trying to get this whole, Back to the Future flying car crap going on, I personally, I like it up in the sky where there's nobody else. I hate driving anywhere. I would much rather be in an airplane flying somewhere, not commercial flying, because I'm also not a big fan of commercial flying. I kind of like it, but I'm really not a big TSA fan. So in order to fly, you got to get to the airport. You got to deal with somebody else. Somebody else is in control of the entire process, and I hate that. That's what I like flying. My own flying. I want to fly on my own terms, and I want to be in control of that. So, that's why I run my own business, marketing and consulting, and making flights and videos like this, so that I can help other people out. So, that being said, if you guys haven't been, occasionally I make a quick note about sending an email to matt@keystonemethod.com. Normally it's in reference to doing a highlight video for your flight sim. If you guys go to keystonemethod.com, you will see some more information about me. You can kind of come there and check that out if you want. It talks a little bit about what I've done. Oh, I flew Chinooks, by the way. I didn't even talk. I said I flew for half of my 20 years there, or half of the 10 years, and it was in Chinook CH-47 Delta models. I never made the transition to Fox models, which is the all-glass model variation of the Chinook. Who knows what they're probably getting into now. I know they had E's and G's and F's and all that stuff. A lot of that stuff went to Special Forces. But a lot of what I talked about was there, and just more information in here about me and some of the people that I've been able to assist over the years. So go check that out, keystonemethod.com. If you would like to contact me, hit me up at matt@keystonemethod.com. I look forward to hearing from you guys, want to know more about you guys and what you guys are interested in doing. I do consulting on the side for business and for flight simming here. So let me know what I can do for you, and I look forward to talking to you guys.